Nonviolence does not mean being ineffective. It means creatively embodying your values in a way that doesn't play by the oppressor's terms. I think a lot of people misunderstand what turn the other cheek can mean. People often go to turn the other cheek as this example of how we're not supposed to fight back. They think it means to be a doormat or to justify this kind of sanctified victimization. But there's another way to read this passage that makes it incredibly powerful when it comes to active resistance. Walter Wink, a former professor at Auburn Seminary, used to teach that when Jesus was teaching to turn the other cheek, it wasn't just an instruction not to retaliate. He taught that in its cultural historical context, it meant something specific and practical. The idea was, in the honor-shame culture that Jesus was speaking into, if someone strikes you on the right cheek with the back of their right hand, it was akin to a master striking a servant. It was meant to be demeaning and dehumanizing. Wink reads this as Jesus addressing a situation where someone who has power is striking someone they see as below them. And here, most people would imagine that you have two options, that you can either hit back or just take it. But Wink suggests that Jesus is offering a third. If you turn and offer your left cheek, your oppressor can't hit you again in the same way. To hit you again, just because of the physical situation that you're putting them in by turning your face, they'd have to strike you differently. In Wink's reading, they would have to hit you like an equal, not an inferior. And that is the point. It's not surrender, it's refusing the terms of the fight. He points out that Jesus is speaking to a group of people for whom it is impractical to consider fighting back. If they took up swords against the powers over them, Rome and its collaborators would crush them. So, in Wink's reading, the best bet for resistance is to find the third way, to refuse the terms of the fight, to expose the dehumanization under the oppression, and to assert their own dignity. Wink points out that this is also what you see if you look more deeply into Jesus' teaching about going the second mile or giving away your cloak. Not to be a doormat, but to be creative in how you resist. And instead of using swords and spears, to use love and dignity as the creative weapons that they can be.